Darryl. I work for Fresno Truck Center, roughly for a little over 20 years, and I'm here to give a quick, brief overview of the Detroit 5.0 Detroit Assurance Package. Behind me, we have a 2022 Cascadia with the Detroit Assurance Package and also the Side Assist. The 5.0 came out in 2020, which means it's been out for roughly a year and a half, 2 years on trucks. So I've seen last year's, now I'm seeing this one, and actually have done a little testing with some customers. Previous was 2.0, which was the initial start, and that was then it went into 4.0, and they were based off of camera or radar. Now with the 5.0, now they both are integrated together with a new better camera, which will allow a faster, more concise stopping abilities with these trucks. As you can see with the new Cascadia, we have the new Detroit Assurance, and it's still the same package. What they do is they tuck it into the bumper very nicely, which makes it less visible for people to point it out. It's just there, and that works fantastic for its forward view of traffic and what's ahead of it. One thing that might be hard to see up there is if you point up the camera up at the top of the windshield there, we have two systems there, or two cameras. The one in the center is your basic camera, and then the second one is more for night vision. They found that the secondary camera gives a more detailed view of the road and more accurate. So that was something I questioned when we got these trucks in. Why is there a second camera? Well, after talking with engineering, it was for night vision. So that helps dramatically with its end results, which is safety. You know, with customers having these programs or having these Detroit 5.0 assurance package on there, it's just a peace of mind. It's safety on the road, and that's what everyone's after. Accidents are very expensive, and equipment is expensive. People forget that when we have accidents, one of the biggest one of the biggest losses is the equipment. You know, driver, and then equipment. Between truck, trailer, and load, you may have $250,000 or $500,000, on these trucks, and it's expensive. And nowadays, you can't get a truck. So, with that being said, there's a great feature for our customers in the future. I'd like to go over here and talk about the Side Assist. As this new Detroit came out with theirs, I used to have the Bendix one. Now the Detroit came out with one that's a much larger face of their item, actually. And with that, this system now you can see a little bit forward of the truck, and it'll cover all the way down through the trailer. So if a trailer's making a turn, it's going to hit a sign, person, or whatever. It will detect that, and it will give it'll give visual, audible, and then brake if it needs to. So it's another, again, big safety feature for the vehicles. I find I like the side detection more than I almost do the front one, because everyone has a blind spot on these trucks, and it becomes a problem. And drivers these days, you can use the assistance. That's the best way of saying it. So with that being said, it's a great feature. I love the Side Assist with these packages. Moving back over to the truck, we do have a big line of sight with our hoods, but things still do happen. People cross in front of them. Another big feature of the Detroit 5.0 is if a person walks out in front, it gives you a quick visual, audible, and then it'll brake. It'll give a couple things, but it will brake. And this system is a full braking one. It's not a partial like 2.0 and 4.0 were. So when a person comes out from the sidewalk, if they're in town, it's going to stop. And that's a big liability factor for today's market. Everyone's out trying to sue everybody, and this is a great feature to help assist with that and not cause injury. Moving back around over here. One thing to mention on the dash itself, you're going to get the visual, so you'll get a pop-up on there. You get a pop-up so the driver can see it, and then he's able to react with it. If he doesn't react, then it gives him an audible and a little bit of braking, and then again, if he doesn't respond to that, then it goes into full braking mode. So if the guy's tired, not paying attention, it will brake before. one of the other big ones is the I have to think of the name of it, I apologize. Is the lane departure system. And with the lane departure protection, it's on the steering wheel. So if the guy's driving down the road and he's not paying attention, drifting, the steering wheel will actually counteract itself and start beep beep beep, and then it'll make the movement on the steering wheel itself. That holds true for keeping you in the lane. And lane departure is one that's going down and he's just doing that, and it'll kind of keep him in there. And the other one is if he really starts to veer out of it, it will do an full-on correction and bring him back into the lane. I wasn't quite sure how this worked until I went for a ride with one, and it was quite interesting how the steering wheel, I did notice, was a lot freer on its overall driving motion as you're going down the road, which made it kind of nice versus the standard Cascadia steering systems. And then as soon as you go into out of the lane, if you're not paying attention, it will kick you back over. So another protection item. And if your hands are off for more than so many seconds, I think it's 15 and 30, this thing will grab itself and go. So that's, I guess, if a guy's falling asleep. And it does have an option for a facing camera. So that's pretty nice. So you can, for safety features for insurance companies, you have a driver-facing camera, and there is an optional road camera, which is through, I think, Bendix, that you can pay for the subscription. And those, again, record your times. Record your times as you're moving forward. I think there's, even if there's an accident, it records so many seconds after that if the truck has an accident. But again, those are features that insurance companies prefer to have, and they reduce the rates on the overall package of. Going back over here towards the side here, we'll see if we get a better view of that inside camera, because I saw the sun reflection on the windshield, which does not give you an accurate description of that camera, both cameras that's in the center of the windshield there. And again, these are standard features for the truck, but they are additional cost, and for those that do not want that package, there is an option to have that taken off. Most of our customers today are taking that, especially fleets, because it's an easy sell about safety features, saving money on insurance, safety for the driver, keeping the product on the road, which is the equipment on the road, and that's a big feature. One of the other features is the adaptive cruise control, which is kind of neat. If you have the adaptive cruise control on and you're going down the freeway and you have heavy traffic, it will keep a distance between. It'll kick you out of the 60 or 55 miles an hour you may have set. It'll drop down to keep that same 2 or 3 second distance between you and the car that's in front. And as traffic speeds up, it will get back to whatever you have set for the cruise control. That's a nice feature. Another one is if a car cuts in, if you're going down the freeway and you're in some open road and somebody cuts in pretty quickly in front of you, it will back it off a little bit too. So it basically gives you some breathing room and breathing room between you and the car in front of you. That's a big feature. It's on most of the stuff that's on your Mercedes-Benz cars is what I find seems to be on a lot of these new trucks. So a lot of that those features are on Mercedes-Benz are now on your Cascadias, with Daimler being the mother company. Cool stuff. We've been excited about some of the new products out. I'm still trying to learn about some of these new products and how they work and how the customers receive them. We're getting some good responses back. I want to thank everyone for their time, and everyone have a great day.